I'm here to do my 36-week update. Now, hasn't that gone quick? It only seems like yesterday that I did my last update, which was 34 weeks. It's just madness. I'm going to apologise now for my nose because I can't breathe. It's horrible. I have another cold. I'm having constant colds throughout this pregnancy and it's just stupid. So you're going to hear me clearing my throat and sniffing quite a lot, and I do apologise. I've tried to clear my nose before doing this video, but it doesn't seem to have done a lot. I'm using like saline nose spray and it doesn't do anything whatsoever. I'm also going to apologise about the lighting. It's a miserable day outside, and if I use the natural light you probably wouldn't see me because there is none. As you can see, it's pretty dull outside. So I'm gonna have to do with this artificial light, I'm afraid, and I don't have a proper setup for lights, so you'll have to bear with me. There's quite a lot to update on. Quite a lot has happened in the last 2 weeks, and I thought I was going to go into labour a couple of days ago, so that's fun. So let's get straight into it. Let's start with my symptoms. Like I said, I've got another cold. I've had colds throughout the whole pregnancy. I've had chest infections, I've had all sorts of stuff, but this cold seems to be the worst and I can't get rid of it. It's just affecting everything. It's stopping me from sleeping properly, on top of all the uncomfortableness and, you know, insomnia. I have a blocked nose, which doesn't help at all. Like I said a minute ago, a couple of days ago, I thought I was going to go into labour. Now, I'm 36 weeks today, and at 35 weeks and 5 days, basically we went out somewhere called Trentham Gardens, which is quite near where we live, which they had penguins. So we took my 2.5-year-old daughter to go see the penguins, and we had such fun. And whilst we were walking around, I felt off. Like, I didn't feel right at all. I don't know what it was, I just felt dizzy and bleh. So, got back in the car to go home, started driving home, and I started feeling really, really nauseous, like I was going to be sick. We were driving home, and I had to hold back this uncontrollable urge to be sick. It was horrible. Didn't want to be sick in the car. I did have a paper bag in the car, but obviously you don't, you know, you want to keep it in as long as you can until you can be sick in the toilet, or you can clean it up easier than in the car. So I held it in for a good 20-minute drive, 25-minute drive, and as soon as I got around the corner from my house, I thought, I'm not going to be able to hold it in anymore. So my partner drove a bit quicker, pulled up in the drive, got the key to open the front door, and as soon as I opened the car door to get out, it just came out everywhere. It was horrible. It was projectile. It was disgusting. Went upstairs to lie down. I was sick again in the toilet, and then twice more in my sick bowl, and I just passed out. I went to sleep, woke up a couple of hours later, came downstairs, couldn't eat my tea, so I just had an apple. I don't know whether it was because I was dehydrated or it was because of the actual motions of being sick. My Braxton Hicks got really, really bad, to the point where I actually started timing them, thinking I was going to go into labour. Now, they got to a point where I had to breathe through them. I was like, kind of, you know, it wasn't just uncomfortable. There was a bit of pain coming in as well. And when I was timing them, they seemed to be coming between 3 minutes and 6 minutes, which was quite worrying. They weren't consistent. Well, they were, but they weren't at the same time. Like, I'd have one at 3 minutes and it would last for 30 seconds, and then I'd have another one 6 minutes later and it would last for, I don't know, 20 seconds. And I'd have another one 4 minutes later and it would be a minute long. It was just all over the place. They weren't picking up, they weren't getting stronger. I wasn't initially that worried, but I was worried to the fact that they were coming quite consistently and they were quite painful, so I was a bit worried. So I texted my midwife and she told me to have a bath, take some paracetamol, the normal stuff. Went to bed that night, woke up in the morning, had a few period cramps, but that was it. The pains had pretty much gone. So that was terrifying. I thought I was going to go into premature labour again. So, but we're getting closer. The closer I get to 37 weeks, the more I'm easing up about it. As soon as we hit 37 weeks, a week today, I can have this baby when my body wants to. For the past week or so, I can tell my body's trying to gear itself up for labour and birth. I can tell. Like, with my daughter, I think when I was about 38 weeks, I started getting these symptoms. But I started getting them now at 35 weeks. So I don't know whether that means baby's going to come before her due date or I could still go overdue. But I've been having period cramps on and off. Every so often I get period cramps and I'm thinking, oh no, here we go. And then it goes. Don't know why. And that also comes with lower back pain. I get my pains in my legs, in my tummy, and down my lower back, like a cramp. And I'm thinking, you know, my body's starting to get itself ready for labour. Along with that, my Braxton Hicks, like I said, have been really bad. For the majority of the day, they're quite normal. But then when it gets to late at night, I'd probably say after 7 o'clock, is when they start picking up. It's normally when I'm relaxed, which could be oxytocin kicking in. But I'm relaxed, sat down, watching TV with my partner, and all of a sudden, oh my god, pretty much how I feel. It's horrendous, but it doesn't lead to anything, so I never get that worried about it. They're just so strong compared to with my daughter. I've also had bouts of diarrhea, lovely jubbly. In fact, every TMI, but every single time I go to the toilet for a number 2, it is almost always loose. Almost always diarrhea at the minute for the past week. And it's just disgusting. But it's my body, another reason my body's, you know, trying to get ready for birth. It's clearing out. That could have been what the sickness was that I had the other day, that projectile vomit that I had. Because I felt fine afterwards. Like the next day I felt perfectly fine. I don't know whether it could have been a stomach bug or something I ate. But it could just be my body getting ready. Which is terrifying. I get these random bouts of energy where I want to get up and go and clean. I write a list of stuff to do, like I'm going to clean this today, I'm going to completely deep clean the kitchen, completely deep clean the bathrooms, and then the day after that I'm like, no, I can't get up, I want to stay on the sofa, I just want to lie there, watch TV. So I'm getting that nesting urge, but then it gets taken over by fatigue very, very, very quickly. I keep getting emotional. My emotions are all over the place at the minute. One minute I can be very snappy. Like, if someone says something to annoy me, I'm just like, snap. And then one minute I can be happy and enjoying myself. And the next minute it could go into a complete deep thought. And I'm just gone then. For the rest of the day, it's just like, no one talk to me. It's strange. Like, they can click between one emotion to the next very, very, very quickly. Insomnia is another one. I can't sleep. For the life of me, I cannot sleep at night. I can sleep in the day, like if I take a nap, I can sleep perfectly fine. But during the night, my body does not want to sleep at all. It does not have any of it. It might be to do with my stuffy nose and my cold. I can't get comfortable. I can't sleep. Every tiny little noise wakes me up, and it's such undisturbed sleep at the minute. It's making me so tired. I just want this baby to come out now. Oh my god, I'm so sick of all these symptoms. But the things we do for babies. Things we do. And then the last thing on the symptoms is the baby has dropped. Now I can't remember whether I mentioned this in my last update, but she's dropped quite significantly, apparently. She's starting to engage, her head is starting to engage in my pelvis. And I can tell because I'm going to the toilet more often. I'm needing to wee every half an hour to an hour. I'm having to go to the toilet. What do they call it? Lightning crotch. I can't remember. They call it something funny. But I keep getting like lightning feelings down there, and so she's definitely getting ready. And my body's getting ready, which is all good signs. I keep moaning about these things. They're all good signs that she's getting ready and my body's getting ready. It's just she needs to hold on for 1 more week. In fact, 6 days. And I have a home birth at 36 plus 6 days. So 6 more days and I can have her. I'm that excited. Yeah, so I do plan to have a home birth. I pretty much have my box ready. There's just need to get a couple of things like a hose and a hose adapter for the water birth, the water pool. Snacks and drinks. I've pretty much got everything that I need. I've packed my emergency hospital bag as well. There's not a lot in there because I do, like I said, I do plan to have a home birth. I don't plan to labour at hospital, but obviously things might not go to plan, so I have to have a bag ready just in case. It's just got essentials for me, essentials for the baby, some Lucozade, just toiletries and stuff that I might need just in case I do go in. Everything else is pretty much ready. I've bought everything for the baby. Because she's a girl, it helps because my daughter was a girl, obviously. So clothes, perfectly fine. We already have loads of them and there wasn't a lot we had to get. The only thing that I have left to buy is feeding stuff. Now, with my daughter I tried breastfeeding and it didn't go to plan, so we bottle fed. With this baby I'm going to try a lot harder to breastfeed. So we're going to wait until we find out if I can breastfeed or if I have to formula feed again until we buy the bottles. Because if I can breastfeed, I'll be buying like a breast pump and like 1 bottle so my partner can feed when I express. If I have to bottle feed, we'll be buying a bottle kit. That's the only thing really I have left to buy. Other than that, that's all I really have to update. I've got a midwife appointment on Monday. Hopefully, if she's still here, I will be doing a 38-week update, and if she's already here, I will do a welcome to the world video and introduce you to Olivia. I'm going to show you my bump. So, this is my 36-week bump. That's with the jumper down, and then at the front. And to the side, and with my shirt up, to the side, and to the front. She's getting quite big. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you soon.